What's up, enemies?
What's up, enemies?
What's up, enemies? Today, going to be bringing you...
What's up, enemies? Hales here, and today I'm bringing you episode 4 of Devistating servers. Obviously, the series is actually about doing a live comment of a game and actually trying to destroy a player. Like the last episodes, I have actually been winning games very convincingly. Like, I think last episode we won like 4 or 5-3 or something, so we've actually been dominating. Especially the aim of the series is actually just to destroy players. Yeah, so we won 3-0, 4-2 and then 2-0, so the game's been very much on our side. What team should put out actually? Any good fitness? I'll swap the CDM for informed David Luiz. David Luiz is such an animalistic beast. I'll swap out the centre backs as well actually. Let's go for a bit of the Brazil pace. Basically, guys, a topic that I've been wanting to speak about quite a while now. It hasn't really affected me that much, but generally it affects most people, and it is something that is very much frowned upon by elderly and older generations. Like, the first thing definitely would be school and exams. Like, wait, what? Oh, this is ridiculously sweaty. Smalling, Johnson, and Bia, Sessegnon, Kone, what a tank. But going back to my point, school and exams are very frowned upon. Like, I'm not sure if you guys do actually know, but we have just had, obviously, the Eminent TV. I've had 2 maths exams. Why the hell is it lagging so much? 2 maths exams. So is Jamster. They also had biology, because they do triple science. They have triple science exams. So, obviously, we've all been very busy with exams, but thank God it's still been me uploading, but still. So we've all been very much affected by exams, especially because why it's just lagging so much. Because obviously we're in year 11 now, so we've also got our GCSEs. And everyone nowadays has got so much exams. Like, exams are getting harder. It's getting difficult to get certain key grades. Like people normally say that the grades have been, the questions on exams have been made higher, and it's ridiculous really, because parents and especially teachers expect like too much of you. Like, especially in my English lessons, I have a teacher, and if you get what I mean, she works us too hard, and no joke, every single lesson we have to have like an assessment or some sort of exam, and just teachers like, we're like frowned upon how hard we actually have to work nowadays in school. And it's getting more like school's more of a stressful sort of subject, and everyone just like hates school. In my opinion, I hate school so much, and it's such a stressful thing. Like, especially on a weekend, I was actually, Oak was actually saying in one of his vlogs, like, Sunday is shit. Like, no, Friday's good, Saturday's good, Sunday is shit because you're worrying about, like, either Monday because you've probably got an exam, or generally school is just, oh, it's actually really good balling, actually. And school is just really bad. Like, you get so much like depressed and stressed, and you also got to worry, come on, lads. You've also got to worry about like trying to get new friendship groups. Like, if you're fighting for an exam, you're trying to concentrate on exams, you might not be concentrating, spending time with your friends, you've got to spend time with them, and it's really difficult to work around everything in the day-to-day school life. And in my opinion, it's one of the most hardest days of your life. Like, my parents say it, basically, if I bring up I mention it, they bring it up so many times, it would be that apparently school is one of the most bestest times of your life. And yes, it could be, because you're growing up and everything, new experience, new levels of trust and everything when you're growing up. But it's still a very hard time, and teachers and parents and everyone who are finished school just think it's a doddle, and they think, oh, if you think this is difficult, how do you think real life is, getting a job and everything? And you see, like, jobs can, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'd rather have a job than go to school. Like, YouTubers like KSI, not Nepenthes, I find Okafish at the moment, but he still does work at Domino's. But many YouTubers' job is YouTube, what I think is fucking amazing. Like, so let's say we're walking with your friends, and they've all got jobs. And you're like, they're actually, what's your job? And you're like, oh, I just play Xbox and upload videos, and I get paid for it. Like, getting paid for it, it's just a bonus, and it's amazing. Like, I don't know how you can nowadays how social it is, and like speak to new friends, and I suppose like I've made so much. So like speaking to you guys is amazing. Like I felt more of a bond now speaking to you guys. Like the whole of the Eminent TV, so it's a very social and quality thing. Like playing Xbox. Yes, come on guys, Alexander Pato. Like playing Xbox, having a job out of it. Like you can't say that. Not a lot of people can actually say that, and as well, it's such an amazing thing. Like, especially you guys are amazing for us, and other YouTubers, they have amazing subs as well. So also with you guys' support, it just makes it 30,000 times better. And especially on YouTube, you can be who you want. Like at school, you have to properly concentrate. Basically, in GCSEs, it's everything, so you can't muck that up. And especially with YouTube, you don't have to impress anyone, you just be yourself. And especially if you're good at gaming as well, like if you're good at FIFA or COD, then that makes it better because it's obviously a bit better gameplay. But especially at school, like an extra a really difficult fact that goes on to that would be like teachers are always putting so much stress on you. Like when they're like, you got to fully concentrate in class, you can't muck around, and you got to be concentrating 100% all the time, every day, for the whole time of school, and there's no time to relax, especially in later years. Like obviously we're in year 11 now, so there obviously are people who do muck around. What I find really strange, people who muck around and don't revise get better grades than some people who do work their arse off and everything. So it's a very controversial thing. Like I revise a lot, but then I don't revise as much as say as another person. And some people, the good thing, what I can say that I can put my hand up and say I'm quite happy about it, that especially with exams, I don't let exams get to me. Like you normally find people in my school, obviously, like I won't name any people, but if you get what I mean, they let exams get to them, and they get in the way of their social life, and speaking to like your parents, spending quality time with your friends, and playing Xbox. I know Xbox is a thing that's really stress relieving. But actually, if you're playing FIFA, then it's not really. But still, like it's a very good thing to speak to your friends and just relax, really. And this is what I find very strange. Like people always say like they can't come out sometime because they're revising, or they can't. Let's say YouTubers that can't upload a video because they're revising. What I find very strange is like, yeah, you're revising, you get home from school, you like basically work your ass off at school, you don't come home, revise till till like 1 in the morning, go to sleep, so you still have time to socialise. What I don't really understand why YouTubers like stop uploading as much, even though they're revising, so like the level of content won't be as rapid as it was, but I don't mean they should still stop it, or like gets into people like that, when that kind of gets to people, really. Like they shouldn't spend, they don't really come home from school and just revise straight away. It's like 1 in the morning, so you have like no social life. And especially what happens to me, I revise a lot, but I don't let exams get to me. I still have time to socialise and speak to my friends and play Xbox and that kind of shenanigans, and I still have a time to relax and revise. So in my opinion, I like don't let exams to get to me. But another thing that I find very annoying would definitely be elderly people. Like because obviously in English, like our teacher works us too hard, as I have actually said in the beginning of this video, and we're doing so much assessments. So we're going to get dominated. Actually, no, we're not. Especially on shots, we're not. But one of the questions on the assessment was about, we had to write a letter to a newspaper expressing our feelings towards a quote someone gave in. It was an elderly person, I think. if I can remember, and they're talking about mobile phones and the way people abuse mobile phones and everything, and they're talking about it's like a really, really unsocial thing, and it's used for illegal document, especially for young kids. And I was actually quite annoyed about it. Like, even though, like, any Tom, Dick or Harry, I think that's how I said, like, put that down on a bit of sheet, but the way you have, like, some people actually feel the same way about that. Like, just because 10% of the world population use phones, or let's say 30% use it for illegal ways, doesn't mean that phones should be stereotyped like that. And it goes the same for any things towards towards teenagers. Like, let's say people who wear hoodies. Some people think that if they wear hoodies they're going to be violent and dangerous, and it's just the way people stereotype certain key people, and just because you see one person do it doesn't mean the whole of everyone can do it. And it goes for the same for everything, really. That's a pathetic shot by Alexander Pato. And this is very, very frustrating. Like, why the hell did he post it? Like, just because back in their day, when they were younger in our school, no one did it, doesn't mean that just because one person do it, let's get everyone who wears a hoodie or does one thing, everyone should be renowned to be doing that. And it's very, very aggravating and annoying that the way people can just straight away say that about one person. And it's just, I don't think it's very fair. Let's bring Wellington for the actual pace. So I really wish, actually you've got a low defensive worker and a high attacking worker. That's actually really, really good. So I just really wish that can just be like stops and everything, because it just gets out of hand nowadays. Like, that actually pretty makes people more aggressive and everything. Like, because obviously one person do it doesn't mean everyone will do it. So that means basically that, in my opinion, that pretty gets people more angry, being like, just because one person does it, everyone should be stereotyped as it. So that pretty makes people more angry because they're being labelled as that. And it's just, I just think, especially in these later, obviously, oh Jesus Christ, what big header! Now, because we're obviously like 2013, I think that people should like have a new slate and be open to new experiences, and everyone should just stop stereotyping as a label that just because they wear something or do something or have this opinion should be labelled as that. And I just think that no stereotype should be given, and everyone should be able to have their own opinion on things. What a tackle! So I just think that should happen, especially in the 2013, like all the new things that we've made and all the new opinions everyone has and everything. So I just think that everyone should have a new slate, a new experience to everything, and that kind of stuff should be stopped, really, because I just very much dislike it. Jesus Christ. But what's something that's very, very strange, like going on to basically that point I just said about stereotypes, or let's see, I can't say stereotypes. Okay, we're in an exam today, and I had to go for a toilet, obviously. I had to go for a willy spit, and it was me had to go when then obviously some other people went later in that lesson. But I think apparently a few months ago or a few years ago, one person got done for cheating in that school in that exam. So basically every single what a save! So basically every single time I have to go to like the toilet or something, or someone has to go to the toilet, we have to be assisted so we don't cheat. Like, if you're in an exam, why would you want to cheat? Like, it's going to be sacrificing for yourself. Like, especially if I cheated and I got a really good grade out of cheating, I would feel bad, and I probably would tell the teacher, be like, so much guilt. So I just really think that just because one person does it doesn't mean like that everyone's going to cheat. Like, I'm sure their parents and basically every single parent has actually said to their children to not cheat and just be fair. That's one of the most like common things that should be told, really. So, and it's the same for handing in your mobile phones. Like, you got some very, very keen people in my school who get in trouble for having their mobile phones out. Like, you know, when it happened in lessons, you know, we had the naughty kids. Oh, what a goal! Jesus! It's 75th minute. Oh, what a bullet by Leonardo. But you know, when you find in lessons, the naughtier kids, like, have their phone out and get like a C3, like especially in our school, you get C1, C2, C3, C4, C5s, etc. Obviously goes into H3 and after school and everything. By the way, H3 is isolation. But you know, when you find that happens, and then, let's say, like, the other kids will basically have their phone, like, just turn their phone off or something, or they get the good kids who don't do anything wrong, like, have their, well, they won't have their phone out. They're just like trying to put it in the bag or something, and they just get, again, labelled in the same criteria as that naughty kid who had it out in the first place. Like, a prime example of a very good friend of mine called Sam Burnham, obviously SBOTech, a very cheeky subscriber of the Eminent TV. It's happening about probably say year 8 or year 7. Basically, we were in French class, French lesson, sorry, and another good friend of mine called Simon Walker. You guys won't know him, but still. And he had his phone out, yeah. And then I think he might have been texting, and then somehow he dropped it on the floor. And this is when we had a supply teacher, so you normally find supply teachers don't have a fucking clue what they're actually doing. So, and then my friend, SBOTechers, obviously just picks the phone up to give it back to this kid, and then he gets the C3 for having his phone out. Like, one, that wasn't even his phone. Two, is being nice to pick the phone back up for him, because I'm not sure, he might have been, what a save by Diego Alves. Like, Simon, the kid, obviously could be putting the phone back in his pocket. Like, let's guess, he basically finished texting and then put it back in his pocket. But obviously he dropped it, so SBOTechers, he picks the phone back up and then he gets labelled as having his phone out. Like, it's just really stupid. And another stupid thing, basically, after he got the C3 for it, he like started not so much arguing to the teacher, but trying to fight his case. Oh, sweaty God! Basically started arguing his case and why it was stupid why I got the C3. Like, the teachers, like, just tell him off even more for, like, trying to have his own opinion. Like, teachers look down on kids. That grinds my gears. Oh, that's 3-0 up, we're dominating. And just because like, they're the teachers and we're the students doesn't mean that they're more important than us. Like, and especially that's with the head teachers as well. Like, the head teachers think that every single one of their workers, issues that the teachers have more of an opinion to raise, and more of a what's the word? I can't express it really, but they're more important, and it's just not the case really. Oh no! Like, everyone should be equal. Like, we're there for the same reason. Like, every single day we're learning something, and so do the teachers as well. So we're all learning new experiences. So because we're all learning, we fit in the same bracket, so we shouldn't be undermined and talked down to. It's really, really stupid. Wait, I think it's the last corner of the game actually. Jesus Christ, I got a dry throat. Oh, what a goal by Naldo! But they're just some of my, like, points that I've been on my mind for some time now. The good thing is our exams are now over, so we getting, obviously all of us will all be uploading all our new series. So because all of our exams are over for quite a while now, but I hope you have actually, like, enjoyed the opinions I've actually raised and said about this sort of topic and everything. So actually, no, guys, put in the comments what you feel about it, if you feel the same way or you feel a completely different opinion towards it. I'd just love to just like get comments back from you guys, because you're so amazing. Whoa, we get $2 grand. Didn't realise that actually. Wait, do we get that gold cup? Are you sure? Let's look at the stats actually. That's good. Oh my god, we're dominating like a boust. Also, we win 4-0 in that game. That was a very, very good game. But I hope you have actually enjoyed this episode. So if you can get 8 likes, that should be amazing. Also, so put in the comments what you've felt about what I've actually say. So please like, subscribe. Cheers, guys.